Welcome. This is KYC tip number 2, Ultimate Beneficial Ownership and Controllers. It is a universally accepted principle that control over a company is by way of share ownership, and the person or persons acting together, which is also known as a concert party, that owns the majority of the voting shares has effective control of the company. On the next slide is a definition of controlling interest from Wikipedia. The definition of controlling interest is when one shareholder or a group acting in kind holds a high enough percentage of ownership in a company to enact changes at the highest level. By definition, this figure is 50% of the outstanding shares or voting shares plus one share. However, controlling interest can be achieved with less than 50% ownership of the stock if that person or group owns a significant proportion of the voting shares, because in many cases not every share carries a vote in shareholder meetings. For example, if somewhere in the ownership chain one party has ownership of 30% of the company's issued shares, but those 30% of the shares have voting rights equivalent to 75% of the company's ownership, whereas the remaining 70% of the issued shares can only carry voting rights equivalent to 25% of the company's ownership, then the ownership percentage of that intermediate parent or the ultimate parent of your client entity should be recorded in your bank's KYC system as 75% because they have the controlling interest. So whenever you are onboarding an entity with this type of ownership somewhere in the structure, be very careful how you record it in your bank's KYC system. For more great KYC tips, go to www.KYCTips.com and register.